How to form a nonprofit organization in California. In California, nonprofit organizations are called nonprofit public benefit corporations. The Secretary of State manages all nonprofits, and applying to become a nonprofit requires registration at the state and federal level. Form a nonprofit organization in California by setting up a board of directors, filing articles of incorporation, and applying for tax exemptions. Establishing your nonprofit. Check if your name is available. Your organization's name cannot already be used by another corporation. It also can't be too similar. Search the business name database at the Secretary of State's website. You should also download and submit a free name availability inquiry letter, which is available here, http://www.sos.gov/business-programs/business-entities/name-availability/#checking. Also check whether your name has been trademarked. You can search the Federal Trademark Database. 1. Reserve your name. You can download a name reservation request form from the Secretary of State's website. Complete the form and submit it to the address provided on the form. The reservation is good for 60 days and costs $10. Select the initial board of directors. You must have at least one director when you incorporate. Generally, the IRS is looking for between 3 and 25 directors. Also look for board members who have strong ties to the community. 4. They can help bring your organization to the attention of other nonprofits. Ideally, your board should be diverse in terms of occupation, background, gender, age, and race. The more perspectives you have, the more thoughtful your decision-making will be. Prepare your articles of incorporation. You can download Form Arts PB 501-C from the Secretary of State's website. These are fill-in-the-blank forms that contain the language necessary to establish a nonprofit, your nonprofit's name, your initial street address and mailing address, your California agent's name and street address. This person will receive service of process in case you are sued. This statement: this corporation is a nonprofit public benefit corporation and is not organized for the private gain of any person. It is organized under the Nonprofit Public Benefit Corporation Law for public or charitable purposes, a statement of purpose that satisfies the IRS requirements. Federal tax-exempt status is reserved for organizations that operate for a charitable, religious, scientific, literary, or educational purpose. 6. A statement that your nonprofit won't engage in prohibited legislative or political activity. A provision dedicating your organization's assets to another nonprofit in case you dissolve. Draft your bylaws. Your bylaws are the internal operating manual for your organization. You don't need to file them with the state. However, you should keep them at your principal office. Basic information, such as your corporate name, principal office, and other offices. Your organization's purpose and any limitations. For example, you should limit political activity to retain your nonprofit status. An explanation of what happens to the assets if the organization dissolves. A description of how people can become members of the organization and their voting rights, if any. Information about directors and officers, such as the number and qualifications, as well as how meetings may be called and conducted. Also explain how directors and officers can be removed. A conflict of interest policy. An indemnification provision for directors, officers, and agents. You indemnify them when you agree to pay their expenses if they get sued. Your policies on keeping corporate records and the corporate seal.